Peace all. Peace, 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 peace. So, it's been a minute. um, it's been a minute. Peace to the gods, the goddesses, the aliens, the empaths, the witches, the warlocks. Peace. um, Thank you so much for tapping in with your girl Oya Sun, aka I have Oya across all social media platforms. I have Oya 1982. Just here to drop some energy, okay? Um, y'all know how we do. Sometimes we just pull to get the energy off the air, but when spirits say tell people, we tell people, right? So here we are, um, just pulling some energy out the ethers for the week. Um, so today is the Seven of Clubs Day. So happy Seven of Clubs Day. So quickly, when we're talking about cardology, when we're talking about clubs, we're talking about air, logic. And when we're talking speaking about sevens, seven is a very spiritual number, but seven can also be very up and down because it's imbalanced. So be mindful today, especially um, of what you're saying. Right? Say what you mean what you say. We got Uranus. The Two of Hearts is sitting in Uranus today. So, and the Jack of Clubs is in Mercury. So, again, let's be mindful of what we say, right? One thing about Jacks is Jacks are teachers. Um, so let's be mindful about what we say today and how we say it. Let's come from a place of love and compassion, right? Venus has gone direct as of September the 3rd, and Mercury just went direct. Thank you, Spirit. Mercury just went direct on the 15th. So, truthfully, people should see a lot of changes. And if you haven't, perhaps you need to do some work. But if you have been doing the internal work, you will definitely see some grand changes um, within your relationships, within your money making. Thank you, Spirit. Y'all, this week is gonna be lit for somebody, okay? And we gonna claim this for ourselves because this is just too good. So let's start off. First of all, again, we apologize for not pulling all the cards on camera, but y'all know how we do sometimes. Sometimes we just pull for ourselves or pull out the, pull from the air, pull from the energies and the ethers, and Spirit will be like, yo. So here we are. Today we have the Sun card, the Ace of Swords. It's interesting. We said, watch what you say. The Four of Coins, the Three of Coins, the Magician, the King of Coins, okay, the Star card, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so instantaneously. And it's so interesting that Venus and Mercury just went direct, because we're talking about, when you talk about Venus, you're not just talking about love, you're talking about money, you're talking about resources, right? And of course, when we're talking about Mercury, we're talking about means of communication, whether that be transportation or verbal communication, right? So, woo, we're going to say this. Especially with the Jack of Clubs and Mercury, we're going to say that somebody, this feels like somebody did the work. Somebody has been steadily working on their gifts, on their communication, on their authenticity, on their voice. The voice is coming out. Also on their intuition. And because you've been working on it, we see the money coming. Like, we really see money coming, right? It's so interesting. When we talk about the four, we're talking about stability, right? Threes are quick. So there could be a thing where somebody, we're hearing the word investing as well. That word is coming out heavy. So maybe somebody's investing in something. Maybe somebody's investing in a personal business. Maybe somebody's investing in something where you would have to use your voice. The word teacher is also coming out. Maybe somebody is working on a business where their voice is necessary. This feels like teaching, but this feels a lot like teaching, but this also feels like, dare we say singing? That word is coming out. So maybe someone needs to work on their throat chakra. Yes, we're definitely hearing that. So, y'all, this, first of all, this is just beautiful. The sun, the ace of swords, the four of coins, the three of coins, the magician, the king, the star, and the queen of cups. Okay, so we're going to read this a couple ways. If this is not an individual working on their voice to create the financial outcome that they desire, because that's what this feels like, someone using their authenticity, their real voice, their spiritual gifts. And these spiritual gifts can include intuition. They can include singing. Something also about your actual voice can actually bring you in financial resources. And again, the word investing is coming in. So that could be a thing. Also, if this is, because we read sun, moon, rising, and Venus, this could also be this could also be a partnership. This could also be someone coming in to help you. This could be someone coming in to lend to the resources, because we have the sun card here. This is a masculine energy, but also so is the king of coins. So this could be a sun, moon, rising, Venus in Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Or this could be a sun, moon, rising, Venus in Cancer, Capricorn, Taurus, especially with the Queen of Cups here. And all of this earth energy, right? When we're talking about the star card, that is opposite Leo. That's the Aquarius card. So this could definitely be a sun, moon, rising, Venus in Leo. One thing about Leo is that it brings abundance. One thing about earth energy is that it's abundant. Okay, so again, this could be an individual who has been working on their uniqueness to create finances, right? And again, this could include teaching, intuition. It can include your actual voice. Someone needs to be working on their throat chakra. We've been having some scratchiness in our throat, so someone definitely needs to be working on the throat chakra. Okay, that's the first way we're going to read it. The second way we're going to read this is there could be a masculine energy. Again, sun, moon, rising, Venus in Leo, Sagittarius or Aries, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, who is coming in to assist with this thing. It feels good. It feels really, really authentic. It also feels like somebody has been doing some maybe spiritual work behind closed doors with this magician card here and this star card. It feels like maybe someone it feels like maybe someone has been, okay, this is what we're going to say. Maybe someone has been connecting to ancestors more recently. Maybe someone has been doing divination work, because astrology is coming out real heavy right now. And if not, look into it. Look, the greatest tool you can ever have is to learn about yourself, right? Because how can you how can you teach anybody anything if you don't know about yourself? So that's definitely coming out. Also, tapping in with your ancestors is coming out. Maybe that has been done already. Yemoya is definitely present in this read. Oof. There's also, there feels like there's an older woman present. Maybe maternal. Oof. This definitely feels maternal. This King of Coins, even though it's a masculine energy with the king, first of all, women can be kings too if we're talking about cardology, but turtles and frogs, things of that nature, typically represent abundance. And it's giving feminine. This really, really genuinely feels like an older woman is present. We're not sure if this is the ancestor that you've been reaching out to. Could be a grandmother, an older aunt, but this definitely feels older in nature. Maybe you never met this woman, but it definitely feels maternal. So we're gonna say, y'all reach out to your ancestors. If you do not have an ancestor altar, please get one, because somebody is here to lend a hand. Somebody is here to provide. And again, it feels like an older woman. So yes, this could be, again, this could be a person who is personally dealing with working on their intuition, working on their skills. Somebody is trying to sharpen their skills. Somebody's trying to make money off their voice, off their intuition, their intellect, and it's going to transpire exactly the way you need it to. It is. It's going to transpire exactly the way you need it to. But again, there's also something about checking in with your ancestors. Yes. Whoever this feminine energy is, she is very strong. And it is really giving grandmother. So yes. But we're going to pull a couple more cards here and see what else there is. This week is going to be really beneficial for some people. We're also going to say watch out for watch out for the moon. So there's definitely a feminine energy here. There's also something about watching out for people that you tell your business to. There's something there about that as well. With this Ace of Swords, swords is air energy, and again, we're talking about Mercury going direct. We're talking about the voice. So definitely be aware within this money making, within you working on your voice. Be careful of who you telling who you're giving your plans to. Be careful of who you're giving your plans to, because everybody doesn't have your best interest at heart, and sometimes the people that you believe are behind you are not really behind you, and if they are behind you, they don't have your best interest at heart. That's what we feel like. So be mindful, right? There could have also been a miscommunication that's coming out. There could have also been a miscommunication, but and maybe that's where this older woman comes in, because she is keeping a very watchful eye. Y'all see that? She's keeping a very watchful eye. Oof. Oh, spirit is all over the place today. So that's interesting. But definitely work on your voice. Definitely be mindful of who you're giving your plans to. Um, yes, and definitely consult with this older woman. Could be a mom, but it definitely feels out of skin. We got the Wheel of Fortune. Listen, this week somebody gonna get this bag. Listen, we're gonna say this because instinctively this just came out, or intuitively this just came out. With all of this Earth energy, this feels very rooted, grounded. It feels very. It feels like you've been working on this for a minute. It feels like this is something that you've been actually maybe praying for a long time. Trying to put things in place to get it. With the Sun card here, yes, this is a masculine energy, but the Sun is in Virgo at the moment. And so when we talk about Virgo, when we talk about all Earth energy, but we're speaking about Virgo at the moment, um, Virgo is meticulous. It plans. It thinks of every fucking detail, right? Because that's what Virgos do, right? People think of Virgo and they think of the sixth house astrologically, right? Zodiacally. And when we talk about Virgo, people tend to say things like, oh, it's service, it's service. But actually, it's more like maintenance, right? Because, and this is why Virgos are so detail oriented. Some people like to say things like, oh, Virgos are assholes. They pick apart everything. But how can you service something? How can you apply maintenance to something unless you break it apart and know what the fuck is wrong with it? Right? So there's definitely something here about this being something that you've worked on for a while. Also, paying attention to the details. Pay attention to the details. Pay attention to who you're telling your business to. And again, consult with this older feminine energy. And if this is not you working on an individual business where you're working on your voice, like we said, this could be a masculine energy coming in to assist in real time. It could be. This also feels very, very ancient. The word ancient is coming out, and we have cards like the Queen of Cups. The moon is present. So again, if you have an ancestor altar, you need to go holler at your ancestors. Real time, real time, real time, real time. We got the Two of Pentacles that just popped up. So again, this is definitely, excuse us, collaborative energy. Somebody's here to assist you in the ethers and out of the ethers, right? So take advantage. Definitely take advantage. And again, pay attention to the details of things, right? Don't overlook the small things. When you plant seeds, you can't just plant seeds, right? You got to go back and water the seeds and make sure that they're getting the type of love, care, compassion. That word is coming out. It needs a certain amount of energy to grow. Things need a certain amount of energy to grow. And we're talking about a lot of earth energy here. So this could be somebody who has already put in the work or is currently putting in the work. But again, pay attention to the details of things, right? Because we just want to make sure that, because you're going to get what you want, right? Within these moments, you're going to get what you want, especially when Saturn goes direct. Karma, right? So make sure you're paying attention to the details. Make sure you're planting the types of seeds that you want, right? Don't allow anybody to talk you out of your blessing. That's another thing that's coming up. Don't let anybody talk you out of your blessing, okay? Stay grounded, stay rooted in what you believe and what you feel and what you've been working on. Pay attention to the details. Pay attention to who you're telling your business to, right? Because the seeds and the ground are equally as receptive. And again, go in. Go in. This really, really feels like a grandmother or a great-grandmother. This feels like, with the star present. And even the Magician is giving Saturnian energy, especially with all this earth energy present. So, again, this could be a feminine energy that is also here to support in the ethers. And this definitely feels like an older woman. So, could be your grandmother. Somebody needs to do some ancestor veneration. Absolutely. Absolutely. Also, somebody needs to hydrate. That's coming out real heavy. Somebody needs to hydrate. One thing about the ground is that it needs to be watered. And when we're talking about us astrologically, we are the earth. We are the earth. Um, the earth sits between Venus and Mars, and Venus and Mars come together to create the earth. So there's definitely something here about drinking more water. Again, the moon is present. So we're definitely going to say here, hydrate. And remember, somebody's coming to assist. This, you are seriously not by yourself, and you are seriously going to get whatever this is you've been asking about. Pentacles keep coming out. Like, so yes, this is speaking of earth energy. This is speaking of money, abundance, growth, prosperity. So yeah, definitely do some check-ins with yourself, with your people, with your ancestors first, right? First and foremost. And just be aware that if this isn't you building your own thing, you got some assistance coming in to help you build this thing. So, again, we read Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So with all this earth energy, this could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Or it could be with this air and fire energy. It could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. So here we are with that. We doing 3-card pulls today. So first of all, we should have just told y'all. We're reading, the first deck we got is the Tarot of the Divine. Okay, and our second deck is the Gold Foil Tarot deck. And then our third deck is our Cardology deck. So, and all of these things are lining up. Like, seriously, again, we literally see somebody's been planting seeds. And it's interesting, again, that we're talking about Venus and Mercury going direct because the swords and the earth is present. And we're talking about making money off of your voice, making money off of what you say. So during these retrogrades, we feel like somebody's were really putting in that internal work. Because again, when we talk about the earth, we're talking about the body, the physical body. So definitely we see you prospering after this. Again, don't neglect the details, right? And be aware that sometimes things feel too good to be true, right? But sometimes things are really just that good, you know? Again, and we've said this before, and maybe somebody needs to hear it again. When people think of the word karma, and it's interesting that we have all this earth energy here. The star is Aquarius, that's Saturn energy, the Queen of Cups, that's Yemoya. It definitely gives strong, great mother energy. The moon present. So yes, all karma isn't bad karma. It's not. Some people actually came here to create karma, right? There's also something about check your human design. There's also something about that. So not all karma is bad karma. Some people have incurred good karma, and some people are here to create karma, right? And it looks like you've been really doing the work to create some good karma for yourself. Seriously, it looks like you really went inward, or you have been going inward, right? Someone has been working on their voice. Someone has been honing in on their skills, their intuition, their creativity, right? And when we're talking about the Queen of Cups, you're talking about abundance. And the Queen of Cups here is represented as, can y'all see? It's represented as a mermaid. So that's definitely giving siren energy. So again, this definitely has to do with the voice, and it could also do with the singing voice. Maybe somebody has been afraid to like use it. This could also give, it's giving poetry as well. Maybe someone's writing. Maybe someone's doing some writing. Um, but yeah, be detailed. Don't don't forsake the small things. There's also something about writing out a plan if you haven't already. And if you have, go through your plan like a checklist. Again, the sun is in Virgo, okay? And so even though this is a masculine energy, we're talking about where the sun sits zodiacally right now. So, oof, pay attention to the details. And again, if you have a checklist, go through it and see what all you have accomplished. It's something about seeing what you have accomplished that will help you to move forward in your journey. It's something about seeing your progress, right? It's something about recognizing where you came from in order to see where you're going. So yeah, definitely, definitely. This is really, really good. We're gonna get a couple more cards here and see if Spirit got anything out the cardology deck. So now that Mercury has gone direct and Venus has gone direct, we are doing reads again. So you can DM us. You can hit us up all across social media platforms. Again, I have Oya 1982. We are on Instagram. We are on Facebook. We do private readings. We do cardology. We speak astrology. We speak numerology. We speak tarot. And we channel. We channel heavy. So, yes, definitely, if you are interested and if this resonates, you know, our Cash App is I have Oya 1982. And if not, take what resonates and leave the rest, because everything won't hit with everybody, right? That's another thing people need to know. Everything won't hit with everybody. There's also something about everybody not understanding your gifts or your calling. And it's interesting that the star card came out, right? Because when we're talking about Aquarius energy, we're talking about Uranus. We're talking about the great liberator. Uranus wants to be itself. Aquarius wants to be itself. It wants to be authentic. It doesn't want to be like anybody else, right? It wants to appear as itself, whatever itself is. And so there's definitely something about not worrying about if it hits with everybody, right? Being aware that those who need to see will see. They will. Okay, so the King of Hearts and the Queen of Hearts just came out. So this definitely lends to the idea that you are not only supported by a divine feminine energy. Again, could be an older woman, right? Could definitely be an older woman. It definitely feels ancient. But this could, in the ethers, right? So this feels, even with this Two of Pentacles, right? Let's find it. With the Two of Pentacles, we're talking about the body. We're talking about all things physical, but we also have to consider the opposite, right? Because what's opposite of Cancer? Or Capricorn? Cancer. What's opposite of Taurus? Scorpio. What's opposite of Virgo? Pisces, right? And that's all water. It's all intuition. So we definitely feel you being supported in the ethers and in the physical realm, especially with this King of Hearts here. Goodness gracious. With this King of Hearts here and this King of Coins and the Sun card, there is definitely a masculine energy present to assist in the physical realm, okay? Again, the Two of Pentacles came out, the Wheel of Fortune came out. So there's definitely a masculine energy here or coming in, and we feel like he already here. We feel like you know who this is. You're being divinely supported in the ethers and on the earth. So, oh, and that's beautiful because we're talking about earth and we're talking about ancestry here, because that's definitely coming out. It just feels beautiful that you're so supported. So we definitely gonna say, and you might be the divine masculine energy that's here to support. Okay, so let's just say that, right? You could actually be the man that's here to support somebody. Period. Period. There's something about not being afraid to be who you are as well. That's coming out real strong. Um, so if we could just briefly recap this, right? We're going to show you all the cards that we pulled one more time. We got the sun. The sun sits in Virgo currently, but again, we read sun, moon, rising, Venus. So this could be a sun, moon, rising, Venus, masculine energy in Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. We got the Ace of Swords present, the Four of Coins, the Three of Coins, the Magician, the King of Coins, the Star card, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, accompanied by the Wheel of Fortune, the Moon, the Two of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles, right? And via cardology, we have the King and the Queen of Hearts. So this definitely feels divine. This, y'all, this really feels like a serious partnership. Somebody could be making money with a spouse. Again, we see this man coming in to assist you, or you could be the man coming in to assist, right? And you're also being assisted by what feels like an older feminine energy, and this feels maternal. So and this could also be somebody you actually never met. A great grandmother, maybe. She could be fair skinned, or could have been fair skinned. Maybe our complexion a little lighter. We see her having long hair, and maybe she was a singer, or maybe she had a distinctive voice. But we're going to say, if you do not have an ancestor altar, you definitely need to get one, because whomever this woman is, she is definitely here for your highest good, right? So this could be you individually working on yourself. Again, we just came out of a Venus and Mercury retrograde, and it feels like during the retrogrades, this person or these people could have possibly been doing some serious work on their gifts. Somebody needs to work on their throat chakra if you have not, and if you are, continue to do so. Because there's something here about making money with the voice, the talents, the gifts, and the voice is necessary to do this. The authenticity in the voice is necessary to do this. So you definitely need to work on that if you haven't already. But this feels like somebody has. And this feels like all the seeds that you have been planting are you're about to see fruits of them if you're not already. So if this is not you individually, and let's be honest, we're never really doing anything by ourselves, because we always got some type of backing, right? Positive or negative. If this is not you individually doing some personal work where you're working on yourself, you're working on trying to make money with who you are, you're trying to monetize your life, we see a masculine energy coming in to assist you with this. And we're just going to speak to the divinity of the Sun and the Queen of Cups, because we're talking about solar and lunar. So this definitely feels like a divine partnership physically. And we had the King of Hearts and the Queen of Hearts. So this definitely feels divine in nature, right? This, we're also hearing some people might not like this shit. Some people are going to see how happy you are and they're going to hate it. They are. They're not going to like it. But the authenticity behind your voice, the divine backing that you have in the ethers and on the earth are going to be so strong and are so strong and are so prevalent that it literally will not affect anything, right? It's literally going to almost roll off your back. So we want y'all to keep that in mind, no matter what it looks like, because we definitely see people trying to come in and infiltrate, right? But we see that totally like going over your head. So be mindful of that, because again, we have the Wheel of Fortune, y'all. We have so many, yeah. There's so much pointing to you getting exactly what you desire, exactly what you deserve. Again, all karma is not bad. And so moving forward, right? We want you to be aware that this week is going to look really, really prosperous for some people. Also, with this earth energy, be aware that anything that is planted takes time to grow. Okay? Nothing is built in a day. Rome wasn't built in a day. It takes 9 months to have a baby, okay? In that 30 seconds of pure pleasure, it still takes 9 whole months to produce the results, right? So again, with this earth energy, be aware that if you haven't done the work, or if you're in the process of doing the work, this could take some time, but you are extremely supported. So don't let the haters get to you, right? It's Spirit just said plug your ears. Literally. Spirit said plug your ears. Plug your ears. Tune it out. Act like it doesn't even exist. Because see, they present. Y'all see them back there? They present. They see you. They see what you're doing. They feel the energy off of you. Something about your voice is okay. So when we talk about spirit, right? Let's talk about the subconscious for a minute. The subconscious does not know the difference between a good and bad habit. All it knows is that you care about said action, reaction, emotion to repeat it. So what does it do? It repeats. For example, when you walk to the front door, you're not thinking left, right, left, right, left, right, turn it up. You're not thinking that. You just do it. Your spirit does it. Right? So it's something about plugging your spiritual ears. The word delusion is coming up. But again, certain words are not bad. Delusion is not bad. We know it's been given a negative connotation, but it's not a bad thing. Let us explain. It's something called the placebo effect. You can literally talk yourself, and this is what we're talking about with the subconscious. It doesn't know the difference between a bad habit or a good habit, right? All it knows is that you care about said action, reaction, emotion to repeat it. So if you learn how to tune out the haters, if you can be delusional enough to believe in what you got going on, right? Because you can convince yourself of anything. If you can be delusional enough to believe that everything you desire can be manifested in this physical realm, because as above, so below. And don't forget, you are divinely supported. Somebody is here to help you. Somebody is present to assist you. Some woman is present to assist you. Okay? There's a woman here present. So she got the above. And your masculine energy has the below. He got the below. Okay? So it feels like all you need to do is just walk into it. It's something also about people hearing the spirit of you through your voice. It's something about people being able to so when we use our voices, it's it's the energy that's coming out, and it's coming out via our vocal cords, right? The vocal cords are vibrating so fast that it comes out like sound, right? There's something about people being able to hear it in your voice. They hear a change in your voice, and that triggers something. They feel something also within your spirit because they hear it in your voice. So be delusional enough to totally believe in what you got going on, because you can either let them talk you out of it, or you can let them talk you, or you can, be talked into it, right? You can convince yourself of anything. And with this Ace of Swords, we're talking about you. That's you, right? Don't allow other people's opinions or eyes or thought process or even projections stop you from where you headed, because your call from God was not a conference call. It was not. Whatever you supposed to be doing, you supposed to be doing. And the gods, the ancestors, the Orisha, the universe, the angels, all of your spirit team, the deities, they have come down to assist you. They're observing you. And so we just want you to be aware that it's coming. It's coming. And you got help. Don't be afraid. Walk into this thing and know that the magic that you feel coming from the inside is coming out. And everybody can see it. People can see it. Again, there's also something about hydration here. We have a bit of a dry throat at the moment. Somebody needs to hydrate. There's also something about cleansing your aura here. So yes, with the moon and the Queen of Cups present, definitely hydrate. Okay. This is beautiful. Um, it's really, really, really beautiful. And we're about to go into Libra season, right? So it's interesting that the Two of Pentacles and this divine partnership of the King and Queen of Hearts popped up, and the divine counterparts, the Sun and the Queen of Cups, came out. So somebody also might be looking into a relationship. This partnership could turn into a relationship, or this relationship might turn into a partnership. That's okay. That's okay. It looks very, very prosperous. Go with it. Don't doubt it. Don't let people talk you out of it. Again, people gonna see all of the things. This doesn't just feel physically abundant. It feels spiritually abundant, right? So, and then there's nothing that happens in the physical that doesn't happen in the spiritual as well. Again, as above, so below. So, we're going to say tap into your heart space a little bit. Be open. Hydrate. Plug your spiritual ears from haters, but also from yourself. Don't let yourself talk you out of something, okay? Because this feels really, really bountiful. That word is so beautiful. It feels plentiful. It feels like there won't be a lack of anything here, both physically and spiritually. There won't be a lack here. The energy of round and round is coming out for us. Like the infinity symbol, like, right? And so interesting because the Two of Cups actually has the infinity symbol on it. Like, you see that right here, and then you see that it literally looks the same. So there's something about a round and round here. It feels like feels like you're in flow. It feels like you're in flow. It's so beautiful. It is. Whew. Okay. So with that, we just wanted to pull some energy today. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Right. Again, if you're interested in a read, please tap in with us. You can DM us. You can hit us up on all social media platforms. Our email is our email is oyathereader@outlook.com if you choose to do that. Again, we speak cardology, tarot, numerology, astrology. We're esoterically multilingual, and we channel as well. So, with that being said, y'all be sweet, okay? It's all, be happy. Find the joy. Find the joy. Because it feels like somebody been looking for it on the inside. And it feels like because you've been looking for it on the inside, it's speaking outwardly. And those things that we exude, we pull, right? So be sweet, be love, be rooted, and be in flow. Okay? Accept all the blessings that are coming your way because you deserve them. It's not just about what you desire, it's about what you deserve. And know that you are divinely supported. Okay? We absolutely love y'all. Again, if this resonates, and hopefully it resonates with somebody, because this is beautiful. This would just be terrible for somebody not to know that they done met their divine partner and you about to have this bread. But anyway, our Cash App is IOya1982. So again, we love y'all. Peace and blessings to the all, from the all. And we out. Go outside. Get y'all some sun, okay?